right?
Yeah.
Let's make your life as much hell as possible.
Okay. All right, change it. I'm Ann Dixon and I'm representing the Friends of the Homer Library. And we're here to request funds for our Western Lot project, which has been in the works for probably 10 years and intensively in the last 3. Western Lot is this space here to the west of the library. This is the library parking lot. And you see there's a trail that runs through it. Many of you have probably walked on that trail. The parcel runs along Hazel Avenue, hits Pooptech Derail, which goes up to the Kachemak Land Trust, and then up to Pioneer Avenue. Next slide. And our mission is to support the mission of the library by utilizing and enhancing this outdoor space. It's not always been an asset for the community, and we want it to be used by the community so that it is a positive asset and that it supports the mission of the library. Our main goals are accessibility, connectivity, community space, interpretation, education, stewardship, and sustainable management. Next slide, please. We've had an extensive community process over the last 2 or 3 years. We had some help with planning from the National Park Service. We have a core group of people who are meeting monthly, stakeholders. We've done site surveys, community surveys. We've been learning things from the summer reading program activities. We've had placemaking workshops, open houses, and a number of forms of public feedback. We're also working with the city departments, and City Council has given us its support with 2 different resolutions for this project. Next slide. This is a basic of the site plan. The library's here to the west. You see the lot, and the upper part will mostly stay the same out of respect for the neighbors that are on right up above. Might be a few quiet reading spots, but the lower below the trail is where we'll have a couple of gathering spaces, picnic tables, some natural play areas, nothing highly developed. It's not going to be a story reading area, and a wetland bump out with some information. And then the city is committed to improving the trail to make it closer to ADA standards. And we're going to extend the story walk trail into that lot. That's the plan. Next slide. So as I said, the City of Homer is going to be responsible for upgrading the trail. The Friends are responsible for everything else. That means anything else we put there, we have to raise the money for it. We're going to keep maintenance as low as possible because the city does not want to maintain anything that they don't have to, and the Friends will be maintaining anything that we put on there. Next slide. These are some of our inspirations. Storyland reading area, extending the story walk, some nice library themed reading seating, a Compass Rose gathering area, the wetland viewing, and then these natural play features. Next slide. Signage will be part of it. We're not going to fill it up with signage, but we're going to have some selective signage that will focus on flora, fauna, wetlands, and cultural history. And will be collaborating with the city's wayfinding program, since we are in this central location. So we're here for phase 1. We've broken it into 3 phases. And what we need right now is seed money to get started. If we want to extend the story walk trail, you know, that lovely story trail that goes along the library, and we want to get started by getting some of the locally sourced things that we can, like the picnic tables, some putting out a call for some nice benches that have library themed themes, and some other kinds of seating, and then these other things that are less involving money. But as I said, the city is going to do the first ADA part, and then phase 2, phase 3, those will come later. your help would also help us with getting more funding, because we're at the point now where we're ready to go out for other grants, because we're gonna need to go outside the community. And so your support would help us show funders how much community support we have for this project. And show that we have some, skin in the game, so like to say. How are we doing on time?
Got a couple minutes.
Oh, I have a couple minutes. Wow. Okay, what did I miss? Let's go backwards. Let's go back and look at the, yeah, okay, go back some more to the site, I think the site map. Yeah, that one. So we're talking in particular about, I don't know how familiar you are with the area, but it's over here would be our nature play areas. There's going to be, simple climbing, nature oriented activities. There's a knoll up here that's a popular gathering spot, and that would be the reading area. And then over here is the wetland area. We'll have this little bump out. And then something fun is going to be a bird's nest reading spot, made child-sized, not adult-sized. We don't want adults reading there. I mean, staying there. You know what I mean? Yeah, so those are some of the things that we are definitely in the plans. A reading bench, those are down the tree. The whole idea is to keep it as natural and undeveloped as possible, as it is now, but to put some enhancement that make it more usable, and where the public will want to be using it, so that it is truly an asset and not a liability. Okay.
Thanks, Anne.
Mhm.
And Basha, you ready? So if you hear the timer, then wrap up. They see.
No,
It's just me, right,
Okay.
not the baby.
You can maybe zoom in a little bit.
A few years ago, a good friend of mine died from breast cancer. Had she received routine mammograms and exams during her life, her cancer may have been detected early enough to save her life. Unfortunately, when she was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, it was too late for life-saving treatments or surgeries. To bring something positive from this tragic loss, a group of her friends are working to raise awareness of the importance of early detection and screenings for women, in partnership with Kachemak Bay Family Planning Clinic. KBFPC is a community-based nonprofit organization providing high-quality reproductive health services and education, regardless of the ability to pay. Women from vulnerable populations and those who are uninsured or with limited income or do not have an established physician can walk into the clinic and be seen by medical professionals in a safe and comfortable setting. Without the services they provide, these women may be particularly challenged to get screenings otherwise. We asked KBFPC for their most urgent equipment needs and ones that will make a positive impact on women's health, and the purchase of 2 new exam tables is at the top of the list. The cost is approximately $5,500 each, so a contribution from 100 Women Who Care would fund the purchase of these 2 needed exam tables. The current exam beds are not adjustable and therefore not well suited for clinical breast exams, colposcopy exams, which is checking for signs of cervical cancer, or even vasectomies. They are small and uncomfortable for individuals of certain body types, not easily accessible to people in wheelchairs. I've seen them, and I don't see how a person in a wheelchair can get onto the bed. It would be like trying to climb onto your kitchen table from a seated position. These new adjustable exam room tables can significantly enhance both provider efficiency and client comfort, leading to improved patient outcomes. For clients, these adjustable tables offer a more comfortable experience, helping them feel relaxed. A wide range of clients with varying needs and physical conditions can be accommodated, promoting inclusivity. Clients may experience less anxiety and stress knowing their comfort and accessibility are prioritized. And the adjustable tables ensure that clients with mobility challenges receive the care they need. For providers, these adjustable beds ensure more precise exams, streamline the examination process by adapting to different procedures, and promote proper posture and reduce strain on healthcare providers. But height adjustable features enable providers to position patients optimally, enhancing diagnostics and ease of access. Providers can tailor table settings to their preferences for an efficient and personalized workflow. Every one of us here knows that pap smears, pelvic exams, and mammograms are not fun, but they are critically important to keeping us healthy and alive. With these new exam beds, we can at least make these visits a little less stressful and a lot more comfortable, and maybe that's enough to get women coming back each year. Breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer among women. The American Cancer Society estimates more than 500 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in Alaska this year. But the number of women getting screened is at the lowest level since 1996. If all Alaskan women got screenings, that 500 number would increase. But there's a great chance that with early detection, more of those lives could be saved. I started this pitch with a very sad story. I'd like to share a different story to end with. Nearly 6 years ago, my 33-year-old daughter-in-law, I do this. Allison detected a small lump in her breast and immediately consulted her doctor. After immediate testing, buckets of tears, a double mastectomy, chemotherapy, and a hysterectomy, she is, ta-da, cancer-free and living her best life. So early detection is the key. If we can help women be proactive with their healthcare by showing them compassion, giving them comfort during these procedures, the outcome of living a long, happy life is more attainable. Having these medically appropriate, ergonomically improved exam beds can at least allow some comfort in an uncomfortable situation. And wouldn't it be nice for these women to know that there are 100+ women who do care? Thank you.
That was like 2 seconds.
And then Debbie uses her presenter tonight, Debbie.
So the microphone just picks up.
It's, yeah, the microphones, there's multiple microphones, that's why we get feedback so much. Yeah, you can just talk there, they hear you fine on screen.
Oh, I see, and I can see if the slides. Oh, right.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
Yes.
Sort
Are we ready to start?
Almost, I think we can get it sort of presentation. Wait. Yes. There we go.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Debbie Udiz. I'm on the board at Center for Alaskan Coastal Studies. I'm going to talk tonight about the accessible out-of-school outdoor programs that we offer kids. And out of school, I thought, oh my God, it's a clumsy kind of phrase to use, but it means we do a lot of school programs, in-school programs and programs with kids and school groups that come in. But we have a lot of programs that are after school, that are summer, that are residential camps that, kind of go through the whole gamut. So out of school is what we call it. And so next slide. Just a quick overview on Center for Alaskan Coastal Studies. Our mission is to foster responsible interactions with our natural surroundings and to generate knowledge about the unique marine and coastal ecosystems of Kachemak Bay through science-based environmental education and stewardship. We have all sorts of programs that go on, from school programs to adult programs to Kachemak Bay Coast Walk, which is going on right now, cleaning up the beaches. If any of you are interested in helping with that, we are doing that for the next couple months. Next slide. We have lots of facilities around and we run lots of different programs. We reach over 12,000 youth and adults in a year annually, from visitors to school kids coming down to just about every kid in this community and lots of adults. you know, we do programs at our headquarters at Wynn Nature Center, the Yurt on the Spit, out at Peterson Bay. We do a lot of residential programs out there, and then our new 700-acre Inspiration Ridge Preserve out on East Skyline, which is a lovely donation from Nina Faust and Ed Bailey. Recently, in fact, just starting this month, we have hired Josie Norris. We received a capacity building grant from Murdoch, and she is coming in now as our community liaison and wellness specialist. So we're really looking at a lot of impacts that the kid, in particular, kids and the adults, their mental health and their social interactions have in terms of their life quality. So with this new grant, we're going to be able to improve our existing programs. We're going to expand and meet community need, strengthen relationships with community partners and resources, deepen our commitment to social and emotional trauma-informed practices. You know, how to deal with kids that are struggling. This is really what we're looking at. And also to support our staff, families, and partners. And in 2002, these are our out-of-school youth programs. We had over 3,000 youth that participated from pre-K to 18. We met a significant need that is in this community. Our day camps, our other programs that we do are important and have been supported by the Community Health Report. And many of the youth participants actually qualify for assistance. They do come with a lot of financial need and need financial support. I'm going to, from all those programs we're doing, I'm going to talk about two programs in particular, and it's the Science, Art, and Action Club and Beyond Camp. These are both geared towards kids, all kids, it is inclusive, but also for youth to benefit from the positive interactions with adults. We target participants. I mean, all kids can come, but we actually go out and ask the school counselors, the center, Haven House, Project Red, the rec room, and we've been working closely with the communities across the Bay, Nunwalek, Fort Graham, and Soldovia, in giving recommendations for kids who want to participate. And our goals are social emotional learning, positive youth development, trauma-informed practices, overall health and wellness, and we do this in an outdoor and an interactive setting. So it's boots on the ground, get the kids out doing projects and working together and creating all sorts of interactions that go with that. The Science, Art, and Action Club is a free in-person after-school program. It goes twice a week. It's for 4th to 6th grade. We do environmental monitoring. We do, and it's this connection to place. And we talk about place-based education. That means boots on the ground. You're out in the experience of being, in our incredible environment here and doing projects related to that. So it's a very experiential type program. We emphasize social emotional learning and inclusion, and this is a 9-month program, so it runs the whole school year. It's already started. We've been doing that now for quite a few weeks. There's just some more pictures of kids having fun in this program. Next. The other program we have that is going on is called Beyond Camp. And I'm going to read the bottom here first. And it involves 2 overnight stays at Peterson Bay Field Station and a winter overnight. These began in the fall, and we have one in the winter and one in the spring. And it's the same cohort. So we're working with this cohort of kids over this 9-month period. It's inclusive, it's free. We do have a sliding scale, but most of the kids come to this for free for the overnights across the bay. We have bridges of observation, awareness, stewardship, and we build on a lot of time for personal reflection for these kids. It fosters positive group dynamics. We build confidence, sense of self and responsibility. We model healthy coping and communication skills, and generally have a very interactive group of kids that goes on. And because we have these residential programs with them, we're able to build on this over a whole 9-month period. Oh, that was mine? Okay, yeah, next. Okay, so because of financial barriers, we provide snacks, transportation. A lot of kids show up without gear. Either they forgot it or they don't have it. So we buy and supply a lot of the outdoor gear. Next. And just a quick quote from a kid who just finished. I used to hate just stepping outside, but now since I've seen more and done more, I'm in love with everything the outdoor brings and gives us. Thanks so much for giving me a chance to have an amazing time. Extremely well said, and a lot of kids who aren't as verbal as that have the same kinds of feelings after these camps. So what we're asking for is support for these two programs, the Science, Art, and Action program and the Beyond Camp, and funds from 100 Women Who Care will cover all of this for the year. Will also help us to work on developing a broader program, because we now have a full-time person working on these issues, and hopefully will be able to allow us to expand this program more into the community.
Great. Wow. We've got 5 minutes or so for Q&A for the 3 presenters. So we typically speak, take a question from the room and then a question from Zoom. So does anybody have a question for any of the presenters in the room? Or on Zoom? You can raise your hand and Kyra will be able to see that on Zoom, I believe. I don't see any hands on Zoom either. Anyone, any questions? Everyone gave such great presentations. They were very thorough tonight.
Very strong.
Okay, I'll give it a second or 2 more, and I see Claire made it in for voting. Double duty. Okay, so I'm not seeing any questions. So okay, someone has a volume up on their phone. So when you're ready, make sure the first step is turn the volume all the way down on your phone. The second step is to open your email and click on the Zoom link for the that I sent for the meeting. I sent it out this morning. I sent it out last week. It says Zoom link.
And join? Do we join?
Yeah. Well, sometimes it just takes you straight into it. Mine, I don't have to do anything other than click on the link.
Recording in progress. I found I turned one down.
Click on the Zoom link. Is that what you said? Yeah. Yeah, just click on the Zoom link. That's where you're going to vote, and make sure your volume's down.
I had to load my Zoom and hopefully it'll. Use my phone for Zoom.
Yes, I have.
Do you hit Wi-Fi or cellular data or
She
just?
snaps.
leave it as is?
Yeah,
So what it actually
doesn't matter.
matters, we just be-
We're just there.
Yeah.
Leave it as it is,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so can I launch the phone?
Recording in progress.
Somebody's volume is on. Rika, we haven't launched the poll on Zoom yet, so don't worry about it.
No, okay, okay.
There we go. Now you should be able to see it.
And then those in the room are able to leave the Zoom once you've voted. Did you get in, Masha?
I think so.
It's actually really, oh my God. So 27 out of 27 have voted. Does everyone feel like they voted?
No, I haven't.
See something from Linda Franklin. Who says she. I just saw a message from Linda Franklin that said she's on an iPad and can't, it's not up here.
Yeah, we just got one.
All right.
So it's, I wonder if it's in a different.
Well, if we need a tie break, we could
You know
certainly
how-
do a show of hands.
Linda, you know how you can swipe from one side to the next? On an iPad, it might be in a different screen. Do you know how to zoom on an iPad? I never saw this. Imagine it's like. So when you turned yours on, did it?
Yeah,
the whole popped up?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm making a note. Linda, were you able to figure it out? Or did you find it?
I'll figure this out.
No, I can't.
Oh, man.
I've done it this way before. It's just nothing showing up for me.
I'm wondering if it's hidden in a different screen. Like, can you minimize anything on your screen and see if it's hidden behind something? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's.
Because it pops up as its own little chat box.
It's still just showing me the audience sitting there at the meeting.
If
And I
you
don't,
that screen, it has the don't close Zoom, but just minimize out of Zoom. Anything behind that?
If this is the only vote that we're waiting for, we don't need a tiebreaker right now. If that makes, I think, I think there's one person maybe on Zoom and there were two people in the room who didn't manage to vote. We don't need a tiebreaker right now. Are you comfortable with me just closing the poll? On Zoom, is that Linda?
yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, and so now, for those who cannot see it, the winner was Kachemak Bay Family Planning Clinic today. There were, this is testament. I can't even say it. This shows how each of these organizations had a strong presentation and a worthy cause. We've got substantial votes on each one of the three, and Kachemak Bay is who we are writing our primary check to. Of course, if you would like to write more than one check, go ahead. You can drop checks here at the front desk on your way out, or you can take them to the Art Shop Gallery or mail them to 202 West Pioneer Avenue, Suite A, which is also the Art Shop Gallery. I'll be sending out an email with all of those details tomorrow. It's my plan. I'm babysitting tonight, so very soon I will do that. And Marsha, thank you so much for that. Nancy, that was a very heartfelt for sure.
I would like to encourage the other two to put their names in the hat the next time.
Thank you, Karen. I do forget that, and sometimes I get that question when I put a call out. Any organization that has been pitched but that has not won is completely eligible to keep pitching until, and several times I Kachemak Bay Family Planning, I recall, has pitched a couple times in the last couple of years. And each time received some secondary checks and then now getting the primary checks. So it can work really well. I'd also encourage organizations to use different voices. You know, it's really nice when we hear different people speak about what is important to them. Okay, and given that, I think just to say that the next meeting is the 5th of December. We're back to Tuesday next time. Get it in your calendars now. And I really appreciate Kara and helping out. Definitely needed that tonight. So thank you all. I know, but they're amazing.